Hey, what's happening? This is Uncle Jay here. I could be talking to you about anything in the world, but I'm going to talk to you about the upcoming bout between Demetrius Dimitri Mighty Mouse Johnson and Ali Bagautinov. Okay, let's look at the fighters. We have Demetrius Johnson, extremely fast, very good wrestler, very good striker, and pretty decent jiu-jitsu. I mean, unlike most wrestlers, he can work off his back, so really good all-round fighter, and on top of that, very fast. He's seen to be the fastest fighter in the whole of UFC, and when you watch him fight, you can actually see that. Bagautinov, very strong. I mean, the way he hits, he probably could knock out, even though he's a flyweight, he probably could knock out a welterweight with his hands. Very strong for the weight class. Speed is not quite on Demetrius' level, but he's fast enough to keep up with Demetrius. Very good wrestling, he comes from that Sambo fighting style, so he's very good at putting together the striking and takedown. His jiu-jitsu is pretty alright. He has jiu-jitsu defense. I mean, he was confident. In one of his last fights, they were going for a heel hook, and he was confident enough to stand there and showboat. So that should show you that he's pretty confident in his ground game in terms of avoiding submissions. Again, that comes from his Sambo background. It's not as the ground game is not as in depth as BJJ, but it's it gives you a good foundation. And plus, he trains at Greg Jackson, so obviously they're going to fill in the gaps there. This fight is a very interesting fight. I mean, Bagautinov can definitely knock out Demetrius Johnson, but we've seen Demetrius Johnson take out a power puncher in Dodson, and what he tended to do was close in the distance by using the clinch game and his takedown and just using his speed. But also in that fight, he did get caught by Dodson, and if he gets caught by Bagautinov, I think Bagautinov will be a lot more aggressive in terms of in comparison to Dodson in terms of going after the finish. This is a really tough one to call, but I'm gonna go with Demetrius Johnson. I just think he's really fast. He's well-rounded, so he can kind of meet Bagautinov at every stance, and I think he has the edge over Bagautinov because of his speed, and he's a lot more powerful than he looks, and that was shown against Joseph Benavidez. So Bagautinov can knock Johnson out, but Johnson can also knock Bagautinov out. So yeah, I see Johnson winning this via decision though. I think it's going to be a really hard fight, and to be honest, if Bagautinov somehow pulled it off, I won't be that shocked, but I see Demetrius Johnson winning this. Like in all my videos, I like to leave a scripture. The scripture I'm going to leave for this video is going to be from Isaiah 26 verse 3. And it just touches on the fact that when you walk with God, when you give your life to Jesus Christ, you get that peace, that enduring peace. There's another part in the Bible that talks about a peace that surpasses human understanding, and that means that you'll be in the midst of all sorts of challenges, but that peace of God will be with you. And this scripture calls that peace enduring, because again, you could be going through so much. It could be so much going wrong, or so much going wrong for people you love or care for, but you still have that peace. And that peace is the perfect gateway for godly wisdom, because when you've calmed down and you're at peace, it's easier for you to think and tap in, or to hear what God is saying to you. Hey! Yeah, like with all my videos, subscribe, leave a message, tell me what you think about other coming bouts, like for instance Tyron Woodley going against Rory McDonald. Tell me what you think about that, and yeah, just leave your comments behind below. If you like the scripture I gave earlier, then there's a link below to a weekly video blog I do called Bible Study with Uncle Jay. You can check that out. There's also you can check out the whole playlist, so you can go through whatever topic you want. And yeah, I shall see you after UFC 174, but right before UFC 175. Take care.